Hello and welcome back to Transfer Talk. It's that time of the week again where we take a look at all the gossip and headlines that have been rumbling around the continent. Before we get into today's show, remember to share your thoughts on these moves in the comments section. Let's get started. We begin today's show with Man United, who could be set to see two players depart Old Trafford for Sevilla in a double swoop if a report from the Daily Mail is to be believed. The Spanish outfit have seen a number of players depart the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan this summer, which included both their starting centre-backs in Diego Carlos and Jules Koundé, leaving for Aston Villa and Barcelona respectively. With the new season looming, the club are in a race against time to reinforce their squad, with Julian Lopetegui having identified Man United duo Alex Telles and Eric Bailly as the two options he sees as potential candidates. The Brazilian left-back could join the five-time Europa League winners in a reported loan deal, similar to that of Anthony Martial last season, with the Red Devils expected to pay a portion of his wages, which was reported by Fabrizio Romano. Telles got a fair amount of game time for United last term, making 21 Premier League appearances for the club. However, with new coach Erik ten Hag in place, it seems that with the purchase of Tyrell Malacia and the presence of Luke Shaw, the former Porto player is no longer guaranteed minutes. Romano has stated that both the player and the club have come to an agreement over his departure, with just the final details to be worked out between United and Sevilla for his loan move to the Spanish side. The other player who could see himself leaving the club is Eric Bailly. The centre-back has endured quite an injury-hit time at Old Trafford, only being able to play more than 20 games in all competitions twice since 2016-17. Having also been targeted for a reunion with former coach Jose Mourinho at Roma, Bailly is said to be interested in playing in the Champions League, which is why he's leaning towards a move to the Andalusian club over the Serie A side. Should the Ivorian international leave, it is expected he could go for a relatively small fee, with the report suggesting he could cost less than £10 million, which could prove to be shrewd business for Lopetegui's side. We head over to the East Midlands now, where it looks like Leicester City could be set to bid farewell to club legend Kasper Schmeichel this week, according to Sky Sports. The Danish international's contract is set to expire next summer, with there having been no talks of a renewal between the club and the player. Looking to avoid losing him on a free, the side have agreed to sell their shot stopper to Nice, with a medical at the French outfit set to take place later this week. Head coach Brendan Rodgers has seemingly all but confirmed that the keeper is set to leave the club, being quoted as saying, "Absolutely, it is possible that Schmeichel will not start the season in goal. There is nobody here guaranteed to play." The stopper has featured in over 500 games for Leicester, having been with the club for 11 years, where he has seen them relegated, promoted and even won the Premier League during the miracle 2015-16 season. With his departure expected to be made official soon, the Foxes have reportedly turned their attention to Newcastle's Martin Dubravka. Both Leicester and the Magpies could see a deal reached, with Eddie Howe's side currently pursuing a move for James Maddison, with a report stating that Rodgers could demand a cash plus player deal, a move which would surely be beneficial for both sides. Leicester fans, what do you think of Schmeichel's impending departure, and does this spell bad news for you with the season just about to start? Let us know in the comments below. Moving over to Merseyside now, where Everton could be set to welcome back Idrissa Gueye from PSG, with Fabrizio Romano reporting that a deal between the two clubs is close to being finalised. The midfielder left the Toffees in 2019 for £30 million to join Ligue 1 champions PSG. However, with new coach Christophe Galtier at the helm, it appears as if the Senegalese international has been deemed surplus to requirements at the Parc des Princes. French outlet Le Parisien has also stated that the two clubs had come to an agreement of around €10 million, which would see Frank Lampard secure the services of the former Aston Villa midfielder. The deal is expected to be closed relatively quickly, with PSG wanting to free up space in their squad to make further additions, whilst Everton see the opportunity of re-signing the midfielder as a great option to add depth to their squad. Given that the club are already familiar with what he can bring to the table, Lampard is surely happy to welcome an experienced player to improve his team, especially given the fact that they only narrowly escaped relegation last term. With the move seemingly nailed on to be confirmed, this will surely be a feel-good move for Everton as they welcome Gueye back to the Premier League. Given that Marc Cucurella's departure from Brighton is seemingly set to happen any day now, it looks as if the club have set their sights on a potential replacement. The Seagulls are said to have entered the race for RB Leipzig left-back and Spanish international Angelino, who is linked with a host of clubs in both the Premier League and around Europe so far this summer. With Cucurella looking increasingly likely to be heading to Chelsea in a big money move, Brighton have identified Angelino as an ideal like-for-like replacement. However, they face competition from West Ham, as well as Hoffenheim and Barcelona. Having previously played for Man City, the Spanish international joined Leipzig on an initial loan, where his impressive form saw him signed permanently. However, with the German club having already secured the services promises of David Raum, the future of the former City man looks to be uncertain. However, Brighton won't be able to make an official move until the future of Cucurella is resolved, with the club said to be nearing an agreement with Chelsea according to Fabrizio Romano, whilst the player has already agreed to personal terms with the Blues. Should the deal go through, we could see Graham Potter's side move for Angelino as their ideal replacement. But what do you think at home? Is he the right player for them? Let us know with a comment below. Switching things over to Newcastle United now, where they are continuing their pursuit of Leicester City's James Maddison, having seen their second bid for the player rejected, according to The Guardian. The Magpies have made 2 attempts for the England international already this window, with their latest offer of $45 million plus a further $5 million in add-ons being turned down by the Foxes, with the Midlands-based club thought to be wanting around £60 million for the midfielder. As it stands, it is unknown as to whether or not Eddie Howe's side will return with an improved offer for Maddison, given they don't feel they can match the valuation set by Leicester. Brendan Rodgers has stated he does not want to sell the player. However, he is aware of the club's financial situation, to which he has said he will not allow the club to be exploited and they do not want to sell their best players. Newcastle are said to be considering other potential options, should they fail to tempt Leicester into selling Maddison, with Maxwell Cornet and Harvey Barnes both being considered as possible targets for the club. Cornet is available for a relatively low fee of just £17 million, following Burnley's relegation to the Championship, with the Clarets expected to see the player leave the club this summer, especially given that he has not featured much in pre-season. With little time to go until the start of the league season, Eddie Howe is said to want to further strengthen his squad for the upcoming campaign. As to who they will sign remains to be seen. Will it be Maddison? Will it be Cornet? Let us know in the comments below. Another week has come by and the Frankie de Jong saga at Barcelona has taken yet another turn, with a report from David Ornstein suggesting that Chelsea have begun discussions with the Blaugrana over a move for the Dutchman. The midfielder has been one of the biggest talking points of the entire window so far, with his future looking uncertain at the Spotify Camp Nou. Despite his desire to remain at the club, Barca's financial position has made his sale increasingly necessary to allow them to register new signings. The former Ajax star has been linked with Man United for the vast majority of the summer, with Erik ten Hag keen to reunite with the player. However, de Jong is not seemingly that impressed by the United project, especially with the lack of Champions League football at Old Trafford. Whilst Ornstein's report suggests that both clubs are confident they can come to an agreement, there is no indication from the player that he would agree to leave Barca, with the source also suggesting that the Dutch international doesn't want to leave. It is also worth noting that due to Barca's financial situation, de Jong is still owed €70 million in deferred wages plus a signing bonus from the club, whilst reports from Diario Sport have stated that he will not leave until that situation has been resolved. Considering all the hurdles that remain in making this deal happen, it seems that the de Jong saga at Barca is still some way off being finalised. But what do you guys think at home? Will he eventually leave Catalonia? And who will it be for? Let us know in the comments below. So guys, that was all we've got time for on Transfer Talk for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the roundup. Let me know which one of these deals you see actually coming true. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to Football Daily for more great daily content. And I'll catch you next time.